I'm Danny, and today I will be doing the Christmas song book tag. Number 1, Mr. Grinch. Name a evil, unpopular character who you love. And I'm going to go with Kronos from the Goddess Test series. Kronos he is truly evil. He's trying to kill a whole bunch of people and take over the world, but he also has his reasons for doing it, and I can actually kind of understand these reasons. So I love him. He's evil and he's not that popular. I've only heard one other person talk about this book on BookTube, and I think a lot more people should read it though. Number 2, All I Want for Christmas. A book that you want under your tree this Christmas. Realistically, there aren't any books currently at the moment that I want because I just bought a whole bunch of books on Black Friday. But unrealistically, I want the 5th book in the Throne of Glass series and or the 2nd book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series, both by Sarah J Maas. I want one of those under my tree, but unfortunately those don't come out till next year, so I know I will not be getting them. Number 3, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Name a character who overcomes an obstacle and learns to believe in themselves. And I'm going to go with Selena from the Throne of Glass series. Now, if you look at Selena from the 1st book and then look at her at the end of this book, you'll think they were 2 completely different characters because she has gone through so much character development. And if you look at her in book 4, there's even more character development that you're like, whoa, wait, is this the same girl? So I love this series and I love the changes she's gone through, and I can't wait for the next book. Santa Claus is coming to town. Name a character you believe will be on the naughty list and a character you believe will be on the nice list. And for my naughty list, I'm gonna have to go with Race from A Court of Thorns and Roses. Now Race, he does a lot of bad things, and some of those things I can understand, self-preservation and all that, but there are also some really bad things he does that were completely not necessary for him to survive. I'm not going to name what they are, but if you've read this book, you know what he did. So that, I believe, was just completely unnecessary, and I believe that's why he will land on the naughty list. And on my nice list, I'm going to go with Courtney from the Secret Diamond Sisters. Now Courtney in this whole book is probably one of the nicest and one of the probably most guiltless characters because she truly doesn't really do anything bad. I mean, even the boy she's interested in, she thinks that she shouldn't be with because their parents are dating, and she tries to stay his friend as long as possible, but of course that doesn't last very long. But even then, she's kind of conflicted about it, so she's probably the most innocent character in all this. Next is Frosty the Snowman. Name a book couple that melts your heart. And I'm going to go with Jason Clary from the Mortal Instruments series. Don't get me wrong, I like Simon and Izzy too, but I love Jason Clary more. Number 6, Feliz Navidad. Pick a book that takes place in a different country other than your own. And I'm going to go with Falconer by Elizabeth May. This takes place in England in 1844. Next is The Most Wonderful Time of Year. Pick a book that focuses on the holiday. And I actually don't have one of these. I cannot think of a single book I have that just focuses on the holiday season, so I'm going to skip this one. Next is Slay Ride. Pick a book in which you would like to spend time with one or more of the characters. And I'm going to go with the Mortal Instruments series again. I would love to spend time with all the Shadowhunters, Izzy and Jace and Clary and even Alec. I'm not the biggest Alec fan, but I still probably would like to spend time with him, with the whole group really, even Simon, post being bloodthirsty. So I would love really to spend time with all of them, Jace Clary and Izzy mainly, but I would take the whole group if I was able to. Number 9, Baby It's Cold Outside. Pick a book you would not mind using as firewood, and I'm going to go with Landline by Rainbow Rowell. Everyone raves about this book. I didn't like it. I mean, there were certain parts that were cute, but it did not deserve all the hype everyone was getting it. And while I did think the ending was very cute and a little heartwarming, it just wasn't all that, and the rest of the story just was not worth the time. And number 10 is a bonus question. Pick a book you believe everyone should read. And I'm going to go with the entire Throne of Glass series. Of course, being the 1st book, Throne of Glass. This book is just a smidget of how great the series ends up becoming, because in this book it's mainly Selena trying to win this competition so she can stay away from that death camp that she was in, and then the series just branches on from there. Like, this one is a very slight retelling of Cinderella, and then the rest just goes off in its own direction, and number 4 so far is the absolute best, and I cannot wait for number 5. but I believe everyone should read this book. No matter what you're into, there's probably something in this series for you. There's a bit of science fiction, there's magic, there's a little romance, there's tons of action, there's snarkiness, there's funniness, there's just all this stuff. No matter what you're into, this series has something for you. And I believe everyone should read it. Well, that was my Christmas book tag, and I will see you guys next week. Happy holidays!